creatives, and welcome to day 3 of the Create at 22 course. Today we're talking about habits, but maybe not in the way you expect me to. I'm going to read you a quote. Unlearning is not about forgetting. It's about the ability to choose an alternative mental model or paradigm. When we learn, we add new skills or knowledge to what we already know. When we unlearn, we step outside the mental model in order to choose a different one. Why am I saying that? Because you cannot build the habit of creation until you unlearn the habit of being blocked. Anything that you consistently do becomes a habit. That's because we are designed to be efficient. If you do something repeatedly, your body and brain will devote resources to making sure that you can continue to do that thing regularly and with greater ease. That also means that when you try to break that pattern, your body and brain initially will fight you. You actually have to retrain your whole system. You know this if you've ever gone from, say, sedentary to active, or, drinking too much alcohol to not drinking alcohol. Anytime you break a pattern and try to start a new one, there is an initial period where your whole body resists that change, even if it is a really good, healthy change. Being blocked is the same way. You are in the habit of not creating. Which is crazy because I know it feels bad. When you can't create, you feel less. You feel like you are not worthy. You feel like you failed. You feel like you mistook your identity, that you've had a dream that popped like a balloon. It hurts, but we still formed a habit out of it. You can't just flip into creating. It's not going to be that simple. That's just not how humans work. I'm sorry. The good news is that the way humans work means that you can create a new habit and you can unlearn the old one. After all, this is how we learn everything. Cooking, cleaning, exercise, math, music, I don't care what it is. And by the way, half of the reason that your New Year's Day resolutions fail is usually because A, you've picked something that's too big to do, but B, because you haven't unlearned the bad habits that led to the things you want to change with those resolutions. So since you didn't unlearn the bad habits, there's nowhere for the good habits to go, and you can't do it. So what does this mean practically for you right now? It means it's time to address some bad mental habits that are getting in the way and harming you, unlearning them. And that's not going to be easy. To unlearn the bad habit of not creating is going to take mindfulness. Along with your habit of not creating, you have a whole bunch of baggage, feelings, thought patterns. I can't do it, or I never finish anything, or whatever it is. You know what that nasty voice in your head says. Intrusive thoughts are the worst. I know it. I have them too. But you actually don't have to let them steer the ship. It's going to start out hard, like when you get in shape. At first, when you try to do the treadmill, it sucks, you sweat, you puff a lot, you really don't feel like this is a good thing. And of course, the day after, you really don't feel like doing it again. But if you're going to take care of yourself and break the bad habit of being sedentary, you have to do it again, even though you don't feel like it. That not feeling like it thing, that's part of your body and brain holding on to the bad habits. You can choose to do the thing even if you don't feel like it. Creative, this is power. You have the ability to make choices regardless of how you feel. That's amazing. You're not just an automaton driven by emotion. You can choose to act, even if it feels like the worst thing in the world. Tomorrow we're going to go into specifics about these bad mental habits. The what if I fail? What if no one likes it? What if? Today I just want you to wrestle with the concept, because if you've never done it before, it's challenging and it's scary. But I promise you can do this. You do have this ability, whether or not you think you do. You do, because you're human. That means you do have this ability. Heck, you do it all the time. If you did school or held a job or did your laundry, you have done things when you didn't feel like it because they needed to be done, and so you did them anyway. Chew on this concept. Grasp it. Really, really work on it. And tomorrow we're going to start chipping away at some of those very specific negative thoughts that are going to pop into your head that you've formed the habit of thinking, and we're going to dislodge them once and for all. You can do this, creative. I'm really looking forward to when you can sit down with me and make something new.